Chinese Pokemon cards may be the best thing that has come out of China. This is Socratic Rips, and let's do this. You're probably saying, Socratic Rips, that is a bold statement. Have you not heard of Temu, or Temu, however you say it? I feel like everybody corrects me in different ways. But you know what? I'm sure there's a lot of good things that come out of China. A lot of good things, right? But these gem packs, they're pretty dope. And if you haven't seen gem packs, keep watching. See if we can pull some dope cards, because I think they're fired. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Are Pokemon gem pack cards, are they worth the money that they're going for? For example, that was a Cubone from, was it Gem Pack Volume 3? I think is going for, for a while it was like over $300. Now it's like, I think around $250. And I will say that card is definitely worth like the $250. It's pretty dope in my opinion. But hey, everybody has their own thought process of what's worth and what's not. But these cards are pretty dope, and I think that, you know, Pokemon can learn a little bit from, like, let me rephrase that, because Pokemon is the ones helping with this. I think that they can look at these cards and say, like, hey, these cards are pretty successful. The American population, I don't know about Japan, but I know here in America they're growing in popularity because of this card design. Here we go. Let's go. Am I correct? Is this the chase card from this set? Right off the jump, right off the rip. Let's go. You know, like, this is a pretty dope card, man. Like, I think a lot of people, you know, is it the greatest pet card ever? No. But what I will tell you is that these cards are pretty dope, and the United States, they can learn. Dude, I'm pretty geeked. I got it. This card I wanted. You know, I think they can learn and see some of the cards, like that Cubone card. Man, if that came out in English, oh my God, people are going to be jumping all over that. I mean, I would jump all over it. And I'm pretty sure it'd be worth more money. Now, even like the textures of some of these cards, I mess with that. I think it's pretty dope, the designs. But, you know, the only concern I have with the Chinese cards is one major concern. Just one. I think the card quality is pretty solid. The style of the cards are pretty dope. Like, that's dope to me. I like that. Like, that's nice too, right? But one problem, and take the time to guess right now. You can pause it if you want. Can you guess what the biggest problem that we have with these? You know, I'm sure the Chinese didn't create this, but they may have perfected it. Counterfeiting. Bootleg products, right? You know, the same Coach purses, Louis Vuittons, you know, that you get, you know, for the kids in high school, you know, those Element hoodies that are clearly fake. They probably come from China, but it is actually, there's a higher possibility that you will encounter fake cards. Now you're saying you have to make sure you actually get somebody who is actually a reputable seller. Like, there's this guy I go to. He's really reputable. Like, you know, when other vendors are buying from him, and, you know, like, he's always been legit about his products. Super cool dude, right? Like, he's even wants to help me plan a trip to, like, Japan and, like, China. He's awesome dude. But if you don't have a good vendor, like somebody to buy them from, whether it's on eBay, TikTok Shop, or wherever you buy your cards from, you can get screwed over, and the products can come. They can be clearly fake, or you will get real products. But the problem that you will encounter is that the product you got, it could be real, but it was already opened. And because it was already opened, they already took the hit out. And so I've seen videos where people didn't even get even a hit. They were supposed to get one big hit, and they did not. That's pretty dope. And so that, to me, that's the big issue with buying Chinese cards. And I know some people try to take the easy way out, and they're like, you know, I'm just gonna buy off TikTok Shop from anybody. They don't do their research. And, like, you gotta. I mean, same thing with Japanese cards now. People are finding ways to open up the packages, resell. You have to be on your game, making sure you go to reputable people, because if you don't, you're just gonna waste your money, right? Like for me, it's hard. Like I definitely want to order from other places, but I'm like, man, I just don't know if they're reputable enough. So, that's just my thought on it. But other than that, these cards are fire. Like I need to buy the Gem Pack 5. Low key, I need to get that Pikachu card from there. I got my card. I can't say I'm getting smoked here. Dang, I got it. Can't say I'm getting smoked. But I'm going to still say because I can. And you know what? I'll ride off on that bitch right there after I say it, flipping everybody off. Let's go. That's a cute card, though. All right, we're getting close to the end. Let's just knock these out, guys. Let's knock these out. If you're still here, make sure to like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It's pretty dope, too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Chinese cards. I mean, are they better than English cards? As right now, no. I think there's a lot of potential in these, man. And I think the English sets can really learn a lot from what they're kind of dishing out. Man, I'm getting smoked here, though. See, I'm saying that even though I got that card right there. That's the ridiculous part. We call that I need dopamine hit. China. Have you ever counterfeited dopamine? I may need it. I'm just kidding. But I know it's unfair because China is not the only place that actually counterfeits. India, you all, climbing up that ladder. Bangladesh. Just saying, dope card here. So I'm not going to just pick on China here. But I would be lying if I didn't bring up that there's a big history of counterfeits there. Thailand, yeah, no, you ain't escaping this either. America, you ain't escaping this either. Let's go. Low key, I ain't gonna lie. When I first looked at that, I know it's like a hay bale, but it looked like Appa from Avatar. I'm like, what the hell is Appa doing here, bro? If you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated series, what you doing with your life, bro? That show is banging. All right, let's go. Come on. I would die on a hill every day that's one of the best shows ever created. Fight me. That's pretty cool. All right. So we got a lot of dope cards. I think this set is pretty dope to get, personally. Is it the best set out of all the gem packs? No, it is not. It might be closer to one of the weaker ones, but realistically, there's some dope cards. That's pretty dope. Yeah, my boy right there. That is sweet. Ponyta, you the best. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, do you like the Chinese Pokemon cards? And do you think the English set can actually adopt some of these cards and bring them in to, make English versions of them? And if they did, would would these cards that were converted to English, would they be chase cards in your opinion? But with that said, y'all, make sure to like, subscribe. Me and Ponytail will greatly appreciate it. This is Socratic Rips, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.